Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean, and welcome to another edition of the Critical Thinking Talk Show. My host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Before I proceed to today's topic, I want to make some community announcement and dedication. Today night a wonderful day for me and we entire family as we celebrate the life of my dear uncle. We also serve as a daddy figure in my life. This man don't contribute to me life from childhood to me becoming the woman that I am today. It is with profound gratitude and appreciation of the Almighty that I congratulate my dear uncle, a father figure in my life, a happy birthday and wish him a happy birthday. Uncle Yakuba Tunkara, on behalf of the entire family, I want to wish you well and pray that all you wish for yourself come to pass with great accomplishment and long life. We love you from the entire family. We love you dearly. Secondly, I also go repeat the community announcement where I make the other day on Friday to be precise. After replaying my last week's show hosted on Friday, June 21st, 2019, I realized say there was breaking communication due to technical issues. As a result, the entirety of the message was cut short or was not totally delivered. I find that particular message to be one with vital information, hence the reason for me sharing as we go be beneficial to the community as a whole. All right, so Madam Fatmata, hi darling. I did bring you on now while I did make the announcements, so we not go prolong today, okay? Welcome. I did add you now.
Hi, sweetie.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Yeah,
I just to make a quick the land right to the topic, okay?
sure.
So I will first deliver in our Queen's language and then land to our local Franca, commonly known as Creole. This message will be placed under community development or the news. On April 12, 2019, I hosted my very first topic on community development under the Critical Thinking Talk Show in efforts to promote or help develop our various communities. For those of you who reside in the state of New Jersey, specifically in the Franklin, Somerset, New Brunswick area of New Jersey, I encourage you to be part of the Black Mother Network. A brief background on what to expect with this organization. The Black Mother Network had its first meeting this past Friday, June 21st, 2019, at the Franklin Middle School in Somerset, in the state of New Jersey to be precise. Area of discussion was on how we can encourage our youth, especially youth in African American communities, to utilize their power to make a difference. The Black Mother Network believed that there are too many black boys in prison, black children in delinquency, black children underperforming, and black on black crimes. The efforts of this organization is to see that we put an end to bullying, disrespecting, and disrupting each other. Some of the questions, some of the questions that were presented to the youth are, why does it matter if you are not wearing the latest style? What do you do when peer pressure comes? Why does everybody act so tough? How can we promote unity and community building? To name few. The hope of the Black Mother Network or wish to accomplish are as follows: to see the consumer mentality into producer mentality, self-centered into community-centered, low self-esteem into high self-esteem, little knowledge of self into know myself, wanting a good job into starting your own business, treating each other as enemy into treating each other as where one reside, to name few. If you are interested and wish to become a member of the Black Mother Network, to join the next meeting, kindly contact Madam Tracy at bmn2020 at outlooks.com. Make I repeat again, our local Franca. So basically, the Black Mother Network, now an organization where I strongly believe say it will be beneficial not only to the African American community, so we as Sierra Leonean as well. For we don't come out salon, we don't get speaking in and then country, so it can picking them, you know. So basically, then they try for see how then they promote African American, we black with Black community them for them to be productive citizens to society. In other words, staying away from crime, those type of things. How they would think for become their own entrepreneur, not only for they work for somebody else, but how you go also build your own business as well. So now a very, very, very good, I strongly believe saying a very, very good how you call organization will be beneficial to we all as a whole. With that said, make we learn to a today topic. Madam Fatima, are you there, madam?
Yes, Khadija. I'm gonna go off. I'm with you, but I'm gonna go off quick and share
Okay.
the thing, okay? On the WhatsApp group.
Wonderful. In the meantime, I will do a disclaimer, then I will bring you back right on.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, folks, and I thank you again. And in our do in a share, I still new to this Facebook thing. I still don't know how to share when I did live until when I can. A lot of music today during we live session. This message serve as a disclaimer. The Critical Thinking Talk Show, and neither do I, Perseverance, Tenacity, Khadija Tijan Nabi, have the right to these music or songs that will be played during this live show. They are or they will only be used as a form of entertainment to our viewers, guests, and the general public. I repeat, this message serves as a disclaimer. The Critical Thinking Talk Show, neither do I have the right to this song or music that will be played during my live show. They are only to be used as a form of entertainment for our viewers, guests, and the general public. The Critical Thinking Talk Show thank Facebook and the owners or artists of these songs in advance for your understanding. Thank you. So in the meantime, I go start with one nice tune. Say I wait for FA as they do a share. So this tune, now one way we all familiar with, but I believe say anything I work in the paden chamuch then paden lyrics then come to find out this tune we can call what is it, Freetown TT Connection, but I come to find out say that's not even actual, not the actual title. That the tune, the artist of this actual music, a name na Sam Fans Thomas. I like old school business, but like I've been telling I like old school business, you know. I can relate to any type of music, so I kind of like old tune as well. And it's called African Typic Collection. So they play that day while if they do some share, and then they get back to you now. And I thank you for your time, and I welcome once again.
Great, I'm back.
Yes, dear. You don't return?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome, darling. So, and I welcome back again. Thank you for your time again, FA. Thank you, Isham. Just let me know where you settle, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you.
Sorry, and I didn't pick in the Adi Mona.
It's okay.
Mhm.
For
Okay.
everything else.
Yeah.
You don't ready now?
Yes,
All
dear.
done?
Yes, go ahead.
Welcome again, everybody. And thank you. Like I was say earlier, we the topic I dedicate to we the woman them. We have been rescheduled from last week due to countless technical issues. On June 6, 14, 2019, we get a special dedication to the man them. We the woman them for cater to them. Today we go change the dynamic a little bit and make them self understand we needs them we want and how we go able for maintain a healthy relationship. Before we proceed, make a clear say we know not perfect, including myself. However, I strongly believe say at least shows like this go help.
I did tell you. Go ahead, dear.
Oh boy. All right. So secondly, please understand that we own wants needs me on wants needs like or dislike can only represent a portion of salon woman. All woman gets waiting the like or dislike. So today I go speak for myself. I want to make we understand say not to all salon woman I dey speak for. I go also encourage the ladies then for them joining and let them voice be heard. And I repeat again, no I'm not able for speak for all women as some go able for relate to me own likes, wants or needs, while others go get waiting na their own expectation in a relationship. At the end of this show, we dey hope say Mr. Lumen then go handle we in and hope and in a way we'll be able to maintain relationship them based on hopefully what they discussed today. Please make we handle topic with maturity, no attack. We go disagree to agree in a peaceful, healthy, and matured manner. If person not see eye to eye with you, meaning or not share the same ideology, no vex, just come with your own points. Make we all share we ideas and together. With that said, make we begin. All right. So FA,
Yes, darling.
until you don't already what's in this topic is about today. So
Yes.
I want to start with you before me come in with me on likes, dislike, or whatever the case may be. What in you feel say will help we man them as to how to maintain a healthy relationship? What in are your expectation in terms of your partner? I want you start, then me go come in.
Okay. My expectation here is for I go speak for me salon woman them. For the salon woman them, because myself I'm part of Sierra Leone. I speak for woman them. We all said, not only Sierra Leone. I believe for say what you go want to make woman then do for we. Number one, or listen to we. Listen to we cries them. Because at times where we the woman them, we always they point out things them to them and they ignore. Seeing the way they mourn we, they know they take us serious. They know they take we for granted. You know. So we go want to make them go they listen to we small. Not to for say we want to be the head of the house. We are the second head, then are the first head of the house. So if God say for make we all can meet up together and build a relationship, and maybe that lead to maybe forget picking them and everything. For the sake of the picking them, we need for try for maintain. If the woman gets on, with the woman, until now you God give the patience. Also, two people they give patience by relationship. Until can the woman and they get the patience. Until can the man and they get the patience. But inside in heart, even though that woman they get none, it's still like them regardless of what. So we want to make una patient we, because we the most now we get to We not get nothing else. Now months now we get. Let me also they talk so I get time. The man go testify. Sorry, but I did try to talk because but I might get for be true to himself. You know, we just talk for try for fool people them. You get for be honest that this wall here. Honesty now they make everything look okay. You understand? So now the main thing back, you get for be honest to yourself. Now the most important thing. When you be honest to yourself, you go able to say the right thing. But when you not be honest to yourself, if they blindfold other people them or people picking them, which is the man them or whatsoever it is, it's not appropriate because if bad thing you go must get boy picking and you on life where you say born you as a woman, you way they talk. So the same way how they talk for you on picking them, and the same way back you say for talk for other people and picking them because born now one green way, no other way no day. The same pain where you feel, are the same pain and feel. Sometimes you go say later on you take Apidora, but the beginning of the belly arts, definitely all man go feel that first pain day. So do you have me brothers them? We na woman them. Some of we harmless. We not get powers them. For make we do certain thing them towards una like una hot we. Some woman and they will get mischievous power them and they go hot una back. But I believe for say where you born picking, you get for think about that picking the way you born. Any man where you don't sit down with, if that man themself do you bad, not go to the extreme for destroy him to the extent where it be say you're not able to fix that relationship again. So do you have me brothers them? Una self una yeri we are una yeri we cry them. Una yeri we don't cry them. That's a get for say for now.
Thank you. So make me get me on things that were at least a lot. What's one of the one with me on start me number one rule? I believe that the best way to maintain a healthy relationship first, now for understand your partner, you woman, and learn for accept your woman for who she is. Understanding to me is a must. With me partner for understand me first in order for make it go able for handle me. If you don't understand me or me not understand you, how the relationship will be fruitful. Or if you understand me, but yet you deliberately ignore what I likes or dislike, how the relationship go work. So understanding now the first step for me. Then also similarly, we talk about communication. Communication is a must for me. Make I go further into detail as to what I mean by that. If you happen to be me future husband, when I get concerned, I will allow you for come home, rest, and when you don't rest, I will request that we get a meeting, a dialogue. In some cases, if we put them there around our house, I don't want to make and know what's in they go on. I will ask that we talk, we take a drive outside the house. It will be a simple as going to McDonald's for Sidom in an isolated area in McDonald while events raise me observation or concern. At that point, I will ask that you become a good listener, not listen to respond, but listen to understand, repair or and respond with caution and some amount of sensitivity for sure say you value me cry or concern. So similarly to what you just said, I will also ask at that point, if even you're annoyed with me meeting, exercise patience, be kind and gentle with your respond, no hala or no make wamats. Similarly to what Effie say about patience. No matter which crime you don't commit, at that juncture of we dialogue, we can resolve them and keep relationships secrets, secret them. So we provided that you show respect, calmness, understanding, and be ready to handle me concern with some degree of sensitivity, as I just stated earlier, and also show some remorse of whatever caused me for call for that meeting. So similarly to what you say, FA, like I say, communication, very, very important. The respond of we partner them, very, very important. Then I think so you talk about honesty. Honesty. Number 3 for me now, honesty. No matter which crime you don't commit outside of the house, not lie. Tell me, speak down, and show remorse, not become defensive and not play reverse psychology with me. When you show your weakness, as in confession, remorse, mistake, it's only going to make me love you more and forgive you immediately. If you defend, you try for cast the blame on me, it will only make me slowly develop dislike for you and slowly lose me love for you. So no matter the circumstance, be honest and don't forget to be my best friend, even when we happen to be partner. So I want to see if you get anything for add to it. I just for go to other parts.
Yeah. So all what you talk so not true. All what they talk so not true because it's like I be they say, you know, we women them we like attention. Attention in the sense that we need for be appreciated. At least, you know, where you address nice, I need for be complimented. So then the compliments, you know go just expect with the woman they say we not go just expect compliments without not give woman the compliments. We not go just say, you know, what you want, then the opposite will give them the other way around. No. Whatever medication we know they put on your foot, we don't want to make them put on your foot, not put on a people picking in foods. Relationship on meet up. Now lovey, na in day. Why? It was scatter bad. Because of lack of communication. The understanding. Una can date a relationship for a very long time. But still there is no understanding. Or the attitude, you know, sometimes the kind of attitude that you cannot take from a man or another a woman. But sometimes because of them who picking their way with the born, me what they talk for what it don't happen to people them.
FA did it. FA.
Sorry, Khadija. Sorry. Na me man
No,
na
it's
call.
okay. Okay. Another priority, right?
Yeah. So it's like we go for try for maintain the relationship, either the man or the woman. Patience is very important. Communication in a relationship is very that is supreme of any other thing. Whatever, just like what you talk, whatever bad way don't go do out there, or if I catch you for something, well, you know to you say, but the problem here is we brother then can take him for say if I tell him it go hurt him. So sometimes they become defensive. You understand? For try for deny the truth. But the truth is the truth. You know to you say it's the truth. But in that circumstances, what can you do? Let it go. Because you know to you say it's the truth. You know say it just a like line on more, you know, not for the truth. So you hold on to yourself and say, you know what? It is what it is. Make in conscience deal with them. But that don't mean say, you know, for left we partner them for that because you don't know where you get for go meet up. This one and recycle. With a cycle around. You know, when you meet up new man, you say I don't meet up new man, no, I don't get new man today. You know, you don't know how much woman the way don't pass there, no. The way you meet up back the other woman, the man back, you go meet up woman back. Is it man I talked about before? You don't know how much man you meet up man. You don't know how much woman the way don't pass there. You meet up back woman, you don't know how much man the way don't pass there. So if you get that courage day of conviction, right? For say you don't care about what's in a woman day, we don't pass now in life. You choose them for be a woman. I believe for say for take the courage. And forgive we for big motto will get sometimes. In actual they talk because we the most now you get they talk and back. You know? So we need for patience we not demand we need for patience we love una. Woman when you see woman don't tell you say I love you. No doubt her, no doubt no day. Just continue for give and love. Just continue for listen to them. Listen to them and it not mean say because some of una demand una they feel say well una subdue to una welfare and that means say you know, una don't become boy or the woman don't become supreme. No. All what you want, the same attention una want, so una kind of host. We begin to show una love and everything. And the same attention we self want. You understand? Now God, now he make una, now he make we. For make we be una partners them. God know they make mistake. You understand? So if God know they make mistake, it make we for make we be una partners them. Una self need for show remorse for say. Una no need for use that we old time business. Now this are the thing. History sometimes is dangerous. Because it's like they follow through the blood, and at the end of the day, the woman we not supposed to treat bad, they can't treat her bad unnecessarily. The way go meet up, the way be say now, they take tick and that kind of they begin regret and say, Amy, why make I left that woman day? And a lot of relationships, some man they regret the left for and left them woman, they will have been good woman to them. You understand? So even if you go past if you go outside, you get for go. You get for still respect we within our host, but some of una we brother them. Wait till una begin keep woman on streets. Who don't become how you call them? We not mean nothing to una anymore. At the first no man indifferent know anybody, man. But nothing else. Wait till God be don't make her so he make her move. So when they go see that other woman, I hope you understand because we all not big woman then at this day. I don't need for cheram. I will just give small no more and make you understand. God will don't make her that way day. Case closed. So if God will don't make her that way day, not feel safe. And with the woman, they say will get problem. Oh, what would they go meet up people and woman them? Would they do all kind of things? Are they come?
But hold on. Today we need to bash anybody.
I know.
We don't care to
no, not the same
yes.
thing. We not the same thing.
Look like it gets another interruption.
I don't go for myself. So make I just bash small number they come. We woman they say will get problem them. What would they meet up people man them? Would they work for taking and the woman they hand them? You understand? They're in the man back, in the same thing. In the man back, it a glad back for left in woman and host. Now the same thing, now the same topic would they pursue. But it's just a diversion of a little bit of it and come inside into the man them. You get me? So then they come, yes, then go glad for left your woman them. Wait, they don't suffer for a very long time. This new woman, how they don't go see. They don't run, they don't go to that new woman. Then at the end of the day, with that woman, they don't go past Balopara now, and they run back for camp. So the woman, where if you don't patient with them. So dear my brothers and my brothers, them, love patience with yourself. God know they make mistake. If you see God make you meet up woman, not feel say because you're a partner mistake God make. No. God be don't say for say, now so if it happen. But sometimes the patience back can make bad communication and they make things that not go before. So do you have my brothers? Love, una go the patience with. Do you are big?
Okay. So I will get into comments back some of you. Go back and comment on certain thing that you make. I want to go to me number 4. Number 4, a nice fun and be with best friend. What do I mean by that? Make a further elaborate on that. You for be the person we for able for run to in all events. I for able for trust you that you will resolve any issue we encounter. Either it's been work related issue on me end, example issue with me female best friend, community issue with we picking them to name few. Number 5, not ever address me or with personal issue in front of friends them or company, etc. For an example, not take with personal issue to either my own family or your own family, friends, God mommy or God witness, God daddy. Experience have taught me best. You as the leader of the family after God, for able to handle we issue, trials and tribulations them. Extra advice outside of we home is a clear manifestation or a clear evidence of who slowly failing as the second leader after God. So basically what I mean by that, then people that who can get involved by relationship, they can do more harm than good. So it can best that you as the partner, as the leader of the house, it best that you handle your business wherein the third party can do more damage than what is already existing. in terms of preference, me personally, I like a man way cool, calm, and collective. I'm not able hyper man. I'm not able man way very loud. I dislike man way the shout or for proving points. I'm not able man way na bully or take advantage of maybe me kindness as weakness. You understand? Every woman different. Some man like how they can say, some man they even like they prefer what they can say. Oh, if you not beats me, you not like me. No, me personally, the minute where you even attempt for touch me, it's I dey feel some type of way like you don't take something from me where it's like it can hard for not ever able for overcome that. So woman and now they not take make nothing like they like that, you know. So like I say, the first step and for understand your partner. Not all woman way you will not say, oh, I love you. No, 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 no. So woman like that. But me personally, I dislike it to the strongest term you can possibly use for define preference number two for me. I promise for keep myself clean enough for from keep for make you become attractive for someone. With good smelling good, that light me step the same favor for you. In other words, you know me say if we don't marry 20 years, 30 years, we're not supposed to smell good for, feel fresh before example, you're not going to make love. Well, at least you want to smell good, you want to take care of yourself. You understand? If we did do that for inner demand them, at least you find again back again. For the inner self, do that for we. So some of we, like me personally, I guess because I raised in that way where it be say they raised me with perfume at the age of 13, wearing then important day. So it's like a turn on for me partner. You understand? If even how you call sometimes I believe say woman say okay, even make the adjo day. I think I be talking say how for cater to women them. If we buy for them, at least we and there's no such thing as say we go man go say, oh, well, me not green or I know romantic, not been land me. No. Me very first man at the dunya, we happen to be the father of me picking them. We are married. It come from a home where born like I don't know if it was a Bo or Kenema or whatever the case, or Kono, raised na McKinney, but now a man when we married, well, at that time we were in a virgin and get one show where they call like Delilah. Now like a romantic show wherein that some people then go call, they make dedication. And that was we own time where we they born and connect with each other. We go sit down, we listen to nice tune then like a radio show, you know. So if the reason why I bring that example, if now a man will come up from the village, okay, it come up from a polygamous home, but it's still able for say, okay, you can learn, you can adapt to certain things them. And not necessarily for say, oh, Salomon or romantic or Salomon or romantic. I do not believe in that ideology. So anything we can learn and see how we can, if we parents are not even teach we how we can become better. If provided that we're willing and we're ready for make with relationship work. So anyhow, so that's one thing. Um so what do you think about that before I go into the next one?
I know, right? They can complicate issues that I have becoming brave right now.
Listen, before I go to that, one thing I disagree with.
Wake up with small,
yes,
small. Wake up, they make you see the small lady, they can confuse that.
Like I say, I cannot represent all Sierra Leone women. Some go relate to things what they say. Now make we voice thing equally important. You understand? Even the one day when they watch you, they can join in and give their own input as to waiting at their own expectation of the partner. Other thing with me disagree with because me they talk from the Madingo point of view and of woman way get the exposure of polygamy. What you they say is that I believe say whenever a relationship sour or the man and woman and decide for go apart, there's a reason behind that. And I not believe say like what you say, oh the woman they can know. Now man in the approach woman. And
that's
if that woman, I not say for other people, then yes, some people then go say, no, 1 second, or some woman then go, yes, then go, they sometimes maybe even at their own married us, then they do something outside of it, or then go, whatever the case may be. But some of we, you understand me, if that man says, let's say for an instance for me, I'm not married yet, and somebody come, and propose marriage, the correct way, the Islamic way, the respectful way, you understand? I am not never, and that's another thing where I go now. Another topic where I get for do on the certain things that I list down. I am not in competition of the past woman or the present woman or the woman safe way born them picking them. if my future husband, let's just say hypothetically speaking, and married me, you understand me, focus for be with me man and for be in peace, you understand me, not for destroy anybody or whatever the case may be. So that I would say I disagree. Not saying that certain things we they say are not true in that department, but for we way sometimes maybe then will come the respect way the acts we had in marriage, you understand me. I don't believe say it will apply to all women them. Yes, it exists, like what they say, but not apply to all women them. So anyway, now bring you back in before I go further. So I don't begin complicate.
Yeah. Anyway, how you call up? If they talk say, I not go take all the points that become me brain I'm right now. Make I just take Usa
Yeah.
put it up, you know. If they talk say like where you married and stuff like that for make the man not go complain you to you fumble them to you model law to you to them whatever, you know, all them people them. Then God mommy, then God papa them and all of them thing and they. Yes, sometimes a good for make una hold on to the problems then we una get now us. But if the problem they we una get now us, the other person feels say he or she cannot handle it, you need for call a second party. So what's that situation? It's all
Okay, I think so. You get technical issue. That in a great point where you make, honey. So waiting me go advise you. Okay, now waiting they come back in. I don't know what's in the gone. Okay, FA. For answer your question, while I don't know if my phone freeze or whatever the case may be. So the viewers them, based on experience, very best in relationship for handle them by self. What I mean by that, not bring third party. Experience has taught me best. Waiting me relationship in terms of new marriage in the future. I go make and clear to my future partner that when we get a disagreement, we will not seem forget a way out. We're not able to agree to disagree for come to a common ground. The best thing is that we go agree to one specific individual where we not say go respect we privacy. It go sutura we sutura smadingo man say wearing it go cover with shame. It not go whatever we talk to them, it not go disclose to another fourth party because now it don't become four, me partner and the third person. If that person they decide for disclose with personal issue to another person, they don't become a fourth party. So that is what I meant about that. If we agree say okay, because no perfect relationship not there. Now we believe this. Some people they well this they don't marry 40 50 years. I admire that, but I do not admire that to a certain extent. Never gets impressed by the years of how long people that are married. Ma- get impressed about how healthy that marriage was. You understand? Some of we single, maybe we still they maintain, we respect, knowing that okay, we're not married yet, so they maintain that instead of doing things outside of where God no wants. Where some of them, and I need to judge nobody, but I just to give a scenario. Some people they're married, but inside that marriage too, and they do some awful things them. So never get impressed by oh it don't sound it don't married 40 years, it don't married 50 years, because some people can use that for make people like a we where maybe since I will not sit down and marry the OC it, or we decide not for answer to any I do yet. For me it seem like for say oh they are so perfect. That's not the case. So when we dey look at people as for say this now role model, look beyond the years of marriage and rather look at the accomplishment or how healthy the example where they don't set within we community or outside of a community where for determine say they live a healthy marriage. So again, for go back to the statement Usai Efe left off because I think say it gets maybe battery issue. Do ya now we find if we get to a point where we cannot survive for accomplish or for say get to a common ground or for say okay now we're able for agree to disagree and I decide in the early stage of in a relationship before even marriage come in, and I find a person that is speak on this and that they make emphasis on this based on experience. Maybe some of we might have survived with marriage if we would have had the strong individual we would stand there and say it is not worth it for net it damage net, you lost in marriage. So find somebody where it be say and I go really trust a respectable it leave as an example na the community where say the people talk where go pick the phone and expose in a business where say go talk one thing to you it come back to the man it talk a different thing and then by the time we they make the fire don't worst past how we be initially day. So do ya big then we know who that we trust how we trust them and what would they trust them with and the people that we would they put in the position of way worth to be an honorable position. All right, so make I go further in terms of I want elaborate on the habits. If I come home from work and decide no for an instance say I don't want to kiss me partner say me partner meets me at the door he wants a French kiss or whatever the case may be. Sometimes maybe at that time I'm not comfortable in the sense that this is not all part of hygiene and like I say I do not represent all the women then now the Republic of Sierra Leone. Oh, I'm here. Okay, Effie, now put you back on, honey. Let's see. How they bring you back on, honey.
Sorry, Khadija. Sorry.
Welcome.
I'm in line now.
Okay.
The internet just begin the act up. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. We're not just to give a hello to everybody, yeah.
Okay.
Anne-Marie Samura, welcome, madam. Miss Salimatu Kalon Ture, welcome. Mr. Kamara Karmo Kabo, welcome, sir. Mr. Sise Abdullah, wonderful man, welcome. Miss Ayatunde Cole, welcome. Miss Fatima Tajalo, welcome. Mr. Dominic Cole,
Good.
Jimmy,
Just wait for me.
welcome.
I only got a noodle.
Mommy. Sir Samuel William, welcome. Sir Usman, welcome. Proud, welcome, sir. Vital Bangura, welcome. My darling Miss Wildon Sako, welcome. Mr. Nasiru Dubai, welcome, darling.
Inside?
Mr. Perspective,
When you get in there,
welcome. All right.
Okay.
So basically, before you left, I know you had some technical issue.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I listen.
Yes.
What's happening?
So you get some
Can
technical issue.
I got icy on the third floor? Please?
Excuse me.
They saw icy right here. They saw icy on different teeth.
Jesus is Lord.
They saw icy on different teeth.
I said no.
Please wait. Mommy, wait.
I said no.
Please, they saw different teeth right here. Third
I
floor.
said no.
Third floor.
I said no.
315.
You heard me. I said no.
Please, I'm thirsty.
I'm on the phone. Excuse me. Can't come on.
Mommy, please. Mommy.
Hey, boy.
Don't lock the door.
All right, now. Hey, boy. Sorry.
You have this
I don't see
one.
the name. All right, honey. So basically, what you have they say before you go, I think say you get technical issue. What you have they say is that it's always nice for now we get that to-go person. You understand?
Right.
Wherein that maybe we partner them. We don't kind of like we don't do all kinds of things. We're not able for reach a common ground. You understand? But the people then where we did decide for bring our relationship, we for make sure saying are trustworthy people them. Wherein because now you say you call a second person outside of your relationship, it don't become a third party because it become you, your partner, and a third person. Unfortunately, some of this third party, they can do more harm than good. If me call FA, I'd expect say, when I confide in you, you're not gonna pick the phone and call the next person, or you call me, you they get me, eh? Mm-hmm. So when I talk on an experience, or I not go find you call me, I tell you one thing, then when your husband call, I tell another thing, you understand? And it creates more harm than good. So my suggestion was in the initial stage, before even marriage come in, we go get an agreement where we go identify a specific individual way worth of what will put us a honorable person, what we know say, should in case we get to that situation where we cannot solve real issue, this individual we go trust in, say it will come in and intervene, where it will bring a positive outcome and bring Kolwatana we home. But not to all man we go trust or, and when we they decide say we they pick God Mami, God Witness, or whatever, whoever the case may be, we get for make sure say we not make error in that area. You understand? So Nadande I've been say before you get disconnected, and I want to bring you back on before we proceed.
All right. The God Mami and God Papa them. I believe for say any relationship, those are the two people you have to think about. If there is a problem, we be say we're not also not able to solve. But then, as you say back again, you know how much God Mami they wouldn't take husband and people and. But how can you? You know they're able to tell till at the end of the day, things happen. So you can't they laugh. You can't. I don't care. Even if you see and today see and say a loyal person, you don't go able to tell. Pass later on, so tell what I don't pass Gary. That's when you go realize say that God Papa they will be they go meet. Be want me. Now make it be they pull me home. That God Mami they will be they go meet. If you want me. Now so you know how much God Mami they don't pull people. They don't take people a man. They don't hold and back they sit down with them. It they happen, Mama. And the God Papa they said they do the same things too. Then they come, then the woman they left for go, they say they complain, they go complain. I lie you. Now different thing they happen. So everything Lord just left all things to God. You understand?
Yes.
Everybody so, involved by your relationship, where be say just continue for pray. Anybody where involved by your relationship, where they come, where they feel to incest say, they can't make, but they point, may God expose them. For both of you now. So for you, angry no. And the only thing because some friends they back at the same thing. Then go safe, then go make like say they like you. But na lie, now Paul they want for Paul the relationship. For make you go and jump.
Yeah.
Because just so say they don't end that woman, the woman not like them or certain things then where they just get other friends that where they want for join with that man day. Or something there is a girlfriend where a friend gets where you don't like that girlfriend day. You go want to make him marry those spoil. So we need for things. So we serve the man or the woman who don't choose for sit on our house. You need for think for say, waiting. I don't decide my mind, say this is what I want. I must go for it. If they go bad, I go call people them for involved, but I go for be the watchdog too. So the people why they call. If I see things that they go the other way around, I need for caution myself there where the problem lies. Because sometimes you go with the flow, misleading flow. Abodi abeg, I need to take them from them. I need to take them from them. You know, if I tell you self the kind of man the way we don't pass be now you are the only person who can marry them. Bio. Something else now you want to be in that. That's it now. You gonna behave nicely now to the man. Then mistakenly, you don't say man them, now the thing and the way they're not waiting safe. Quickly don't fall in that trap. If you see no more you get that road they small and they fall in that trap. Now I make we say with the woman them, sometimes you get for forgiven. Forgive them sometimes, not all the time in the sense that, but forgive them because they're easily distracted. You understand? I know they say for say they're supposed to do a more. No. I know they say that because the same way are they capable of seeing another woman, they shake waist, big waist and leg them. And the same way we self capable. Where they see handsome man them, cute one them too, tall, nice, beautiful, handsome. We say they fall in love, yeah. Yeah, so we serve the leg, but it's just that we always have small. In a true, the same likeness what God puts up for them. We say we get her with the woman them. We get her for like another man. If you part with other man, we can't marry to you. We can't like you for understand say now vice versa. Just like you said, we don't part with whosoever it is, you can't to me. You can't like me. Now vice versa. Now God now ain't make me and you too. So all we need for do for put to homes and streets. We need for and how you call it, communication. We need for understand we self. We need for listen to we self. Sometimes you know segment for say this person a lie, they lie. But just let it go. And look at an idea. I don't mean say for get an art. You see this art here, get this art here where God makes so you know for keep too much there. Particular partner where you say for saying you partner. When something at you, come out plain and talk to you partner and tell them for say what did they do me? I not like them. They wish say with the woman, they will not for take the man for granted. If we say no, they not for take we for granted, we say not for take them for granted. If they say they tell we own problem, they will say for listen. Just as the way we say and want to make them say listen to we. You understand, my sister? So Lord, it's like Lord just keep the peace. Lord just keep the companionship together. And when the picking and car inside back, more sympathy. You know, sometimes some man they woman go don't work for them. I must picking them. And they look at me. Go meet up with you and one. Instead of you change them, just like when they talk about if the man come on a bush or not come on a bush, you know, sabi for dress, you know, sabi for rope perfume or whatever. The same thing goes to the woman. If you don't go choose that woman there for saying anything you want. Oh man, go buy the perfume. Tell her eye for cleaning self. The way eye you go want that. We go glad it for you. So you said the woman at the same thing, you need to do the same thing. For how you call it? Tuition the man. Where go sweet you, where you go lick. But also for talk na public against them. You understand? The thing where something and they, both man and woman. We woman they will not let man and they talk hash by we in public. Where talk hash by me and they go off by you. Simple like me, so they do amo. We go because first of all, you get for respect yourself. When you respect yourself, you get for respect me. Me na you partner. If you want to talk to me something where they mourn at you, talk to me and you two can cost me say do anything. Me and you can cost me self inside room without 2-3 aides they know the area. Can tell me all kind talk. Me say go tell you all kind one. But we go talk we go down cost we say we sit on back. But by disgracing me out there, where you there with your partner, and that's saying there you want for talk shit. That's saying they want for talk all kind thing. No, that's not right. We the woman, they will not like that. We like man there where they give you respect. I don't care how we there or whatsoever. When they go back to them woman them. When I left for discuss we. Because that
wonderful. So now bring calm.
Wait, make I end
okay.
Sister. That discussion they when they take they can go to that woman, then I they fool and make like say he better pass me. Where you know better pass me. And at that same way back, you go continue for discuss that one at scatter. Anything where they go keep woman at street, not discuss you pass relationship to ram. Whether you woman are host now or the past one or when I meet up and do what you want to get for do and get out. Stop discussing people. Because sometimes they cause a problem for you, yourself. For say that man, they left for talk about woman there. When I scatter now, with that woman, they will be feel to him say she was the best. He will come back, he can't talk against you. So dear my brothers them. When I left for discuss we are. I love you now.
Thank you, madam. So now land me so me on 7 I would say expectation. I wonder we discuss waiting. Let me know when you're ready, yeah?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Number 7, about last year sometime.
Hi, baby.
On the relationship system where I've been under the critical thinking talk show. We talk about realistic expectation. So I want to discuss about realistic expectation. With that, it seems that now we try for stay in the zone of realistic expectation. What I mean by that? You know, for expect me to make for flat like a 16-year-old became. Just like how you did.
Go ahead, Mrs.
They look like they get so much distraction. That's they are under realistic expectation zone, right?
Yes.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're not married right now, eh? God
Mm-hmm.
forbid. And you dey try for get into another relationship, marriage or whatever. This is not for the single woman, them, you know. And what I mean by realistic expectation, I give one example. I say a man no for expect say me on stomach for flat like a 16-year-old picking, just like how me self no for expect say all the money here for still be black and it look like for say in a 16-year-old bubble. You understand?
Yeah.
I expect say the man forget 6-pack stomach where that's like a too much expectation, you understand? I also not for expect say um okay, the man they also not for expect say with the woman them in terms of the sexual desire, you go able open door every day, every hour, every minute. You understanding for sorry for it too in that area, you know? And also the other expectation is that for bring you baggage of previous relationship to me. Not use the word say
I
all
know.
women are the same, that all women are the same. Na huge insults to we the woman the way they try for do we best. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We all not go ever be the same. We get different personality, just like we all come out in a salon. If you know what he like, what he they expect of him partner, what he they take, what he not go take. Like me personally, I come out from a home where I believe say I dey cater to the partner. And not me say a big fool or a stupid, you understand? But that's the way I was raised. And I believe say that important, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So woman and not feel that same time for say cut rest for man or do certain things say wait something me go do. It gets me. So now make us say understanding with partner vital. Waiting Khadija go do, I will cut it, I go do pedicure, I go do manicure. I'm not perfect, but I'll make sure say I will do my very best. You get me? But
Mm-hmm.
other woman, they don't feel say it's a necessity on a part of their own commitment to that mandate. It gets me. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
So we have expectation and that. So I want you come back in if you want, and if you want to add to that before I proceed to the next one where I get on the list.
Yeah, reality expectation. Yeah, as you don't say no more, it makes sense. But as you know no more for say we all women they will different. It's like me get certain
Okay, we
so
still get
we
ish. Epi, you
no no no
okay?
no no I'm good. I'm good. Wait make I look. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
Yeah, so
all right, go ahead.
everybody gets a different way how because for the fact that you man different. So me self me own different. Me know what me your man wants. Yeah, you self know what your man like. The kind thing the way you feel say you go do for him. You go read the how you call them the equation. You go look, you go read within the line of what you feel say you go do for that man day. What are you capable of doing? I might not be
No,
doing it. That
FA.
uh-huh.
Oh yes. Okay, go ahead. So what I be they say? I say certain things that when me go do right, where
I
I will
got you. I'm
cater to
still
me
on
and
the same
partner,
page with
right?
you. I'm still on the
Say
same
okay,
page with you.
yes.
I'm still in the same page with you.
Go ahead.
So certain things then where you they do, where they
Okay.
cater for your partner, it not mean say other woman back you do the same thing. Everybody in home different. They do in
Right.
your yes, they do in your home.
Yes.
The way how it feels say it writes for them. You understand? So for that reason,
Right.
we not go do that kind of comparison. Because just like man them, they said again the way how then they approach we, then get the way how then they treat we. So man and they buy flower for woman every day for sure and say he love them. So man and then they buy flower. You understand? So for that reason, with the woman them,
No, I think
anytime
you don't get FA don't confused.
okay.
I know they do a comparison. I just give an example. What I say was right. I say
Mm,
realistic expectation. Example. Me, okay, if let's say you not married, right? and you dey plan on you dey try get settled, or for the single woman them, right? A realistic expectation, come and meet a man at a, let's say we don't pass 40, for expectancy if we get six pack, and don't forget no white here. You understand me? If we get a in stomach for people like a young bobo in a 16-year-old, vice versa. Realistic expectation, the man of expect say a woman at the age of maybe 30, 40, or whatever the case may be, forgets a stomach where if for be like a 16 years old, you understand? Then I give an example, say, understanding is very important because and meaning they represent the entire salon woman them, you understand? What me go do, and I'm just say if I go do me come from a home where I believe say I for cater to me man, whether not dishing food, do pedicure, manicure, you understand? I'm not perfect, but some other woman will say, that is not so they're not up for that. And not make them a bad person, but that's who they are. You understand? So not a comparison, not just a scenario.
Got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
So go ahead.
No, I got you. Not like I don't get what they try for say. It's like a kind of,
Yeah.
different way because we
Yeah.
can't talk the same way anyway. You go talk your own, then me say go talk
Yeah.
your own, So as you say, if that man they can't meet that woman they definitely if you don't can't that woman they you know what he meets. If not straight Scots or not big woman. You understand? So that's what they talk. And then where with the woman them? Like me so. Me I been straight Scots. If you see me belly, they all the way inside. Now don't born me picking they all done. That man they wouldn't pull them picking and then me belly. They can't tell me say, ma go na gym. You say go na gym. Because I believe for say the way I meet you, not to show you say they right now. If me they complain about you,
but even
so we need for accept
even that, let's say even that, right? Not only say the one we deal with now or the picking the way not born, but even when it meets you, let's say it meets you with speaking, it may not be meet you like a size 16, like a 16-year-old. You understand me? So realistic expectation is important that we not for only for make an emphasis on the physical aspect. You understand? There are more vital things. Okay, I can meet a person where maybe gets the body of a 16-year-old. You understand? It gets all the physical aspect where maybe or nami or what go drive me crazy. But at the end of the day, maybe you get the worst personality, and able to understand me, we're not able to get better communication. You understand? So all that they're not paramount to me, the physical aspect. I can get somebody with very ugly, you understand, and not get nothing, but we understand we say we get peace of mind because I believe say when you understand you get healthy relationship, anything else can come in place. If you not get say money, God 90 give. You get me points. So now that's how they try for me.
Now that's nine then call acceptance.
Yes.
Now that nine then call acceptance. Where you sick, them can't tell you say you get big sick. They begin there on denial. Then at the moment where you accept you sick where you get, you don't well. Whether if not sick now, we get for kill you. No, yeah, that's how they talk. Whether if you get for kill you now later, but when you accept them, you understand, you go find a solution towards your problem.
Yeah.
You understand? So now acceptance period.
Yeah.
Whosoever where you meet, whether if you don't meet the woman as straight Scots, or you don't meet the man as straight Scots, if now maybe because of picking them or as age they go on, because we women them sometimes as the age they go on, you know for says like you know go able to get control over your body, but sometimes your body go begin a big if you come on a big family, or your body go still there at a day. So una them man they una accept me for who that will be. For the fact that the first day when I fall in love with we said we fall in love with una, do ya will they take God big una. Una accept me as how we did. Now make a talk say, if you don't want to accept me, you take it for go to the gym. So I'll take it for go parade day. I hope you understand. Me and you two then at the same page, but it's just a different conversation. Like you know.
No, it's fact. If it's fact, I think say like when you make the scenario or the example of a gym, if your partner even gain weight, it go on both ends. That is something where in I can work on. Not something where you they lose, not a temporal thing, and I can lose weight and I can go on diet. But you do not want to lose a good man or a good woman because of the physical. You understand? The physical aspect, it don't make sense at all. You
Right.
know, I mean, you can get to the point where maybe not size zero, but it gets the worst and I will treat you good. So that enough will be a huge distraction for the relationship. Yes,
Issue.
if you see
Yeah.
your partner, it come out of hands. Now you place for encourage them for say, darling, no go waka or not gonna gym, you know, because that ain't a thing where you can manage and you can aim for lose them and you get back in figure. You understand? But you know what for now you pressure them because some of we like the more you pressure not the more we gain, you know, it depends on the individual. So it's best that you talk this way communication day, not minor thing, but enough for be hold on to like a huge emphasis where it will bring like a major problem to the relationship, you know? So I don't know if you
Right.
want to add more to that,
No, it makes sense.
then or not.
It makes
You
sense.
don't done
Go
with
on.
that, eh?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that.
Okay, all right. Ladies, even though now we on day, I make this clear. If you meet a man with speaking, be the man in peace. What I mean by that, you are not in competition with the present woman, neither the past woman. Be confident. Take the picking them as you own. If you compete and you play the devil advocate, you self not go enjoy that marriage house. If the man gets problem with the picking, try for solve the problem. Not be in the middle for create more tension even when maybe the pikin go and bug, sometimes the papa go vex, not play like you care and support the papa so that it will continue for vex for the pikin. Such evil, sneaky devil advocates act will catch up with you. And let the papa continue for vex, say darling, na pikin, we go resolve them, no vex, you not get the, you not get no cipher to the pikin. Instead of you try for make issue more worse. So what you think in that area?
I think the same way. We all need for
Good.
if you meet a man with him bundle, now you choose for sit down with. Now you want for day with. You know, we just don't take the bundle. At the end of the day, you want for try and do. You know, they work that way. They. If you take people picking as you own picking, God go
Absolutely.
bless you, and God go bless you on picking them.
Yes.
But if you take people picking them as
Yes.
like say themselves not too much, not to a woman be born them, that's a problem. Because at the end of the day, it will be a
Absolutely.
big problem. You picking and will become affected out there with things them where you go ask yourself and say why me picking they get into so much trouble, because guess what, you was not a mother by then.
Yeah.
That child was innocent. You know, asking
Mm-hmm.
papa for Brian Canada this warrior, another mama for Brian Canada this warrior. That's what we need to understand. Every child under this act,
Absolutely.
including you and I, we are all innocent. We don't ask nobody for
Yes.
car with this
Absolutely.
warrior. So
Absolutely.
if we don't kind of this warrior, you don't choose say that this man they come now you want for day with who don't get six picking them, and then you the man back feel saying that this woman you want for day with who don't get six picking them. Now you choice. No can inside that relationship then start
Mm-hmm.
for play games. If you picking a do something
Yes.
wrong, and come
Absolutely.
to their attention, you know, for make una sit down una talk am. Not so with the wicked hearts. Not so because just because not so you born
Yeah.
them, so you heart is so evil. You know, what if now you
Mm-hmm.
on picking? Will you be happy about it? No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So we need for let we self.
Yeah.
Let people picking like you
Absolutely.
are you on
So
picking the way they born. That's what me get for them.
vital, a vital, because for me personally, I like picking. And if I like me picking, I believe say me partner in picking become me on picking. And when you they accept a relationship, you accept the entire baggage. You
Yes.
understand?
Mhm.
So yes, I strongly agree. Yeah. So now also the fellows them, not all because you self get a woman of understanding, go make you allow the former baby mama for call you married oath and disrespect your current wife. I know they talk about just talk with an example. I did talk with an example. My former husband, who happens to be the father of my children, I always they pray for him. May God provide for him so that he will provide for him picking them. He married and not at any time I will call in house for disrespect in present wife. A comfortable na me on skin. The man gets for live in life. So me safe, when God bless me with the future marriage from experience, I not go allow either for make me former husband disrespect me future husband. So what you think on that also? Because a two-way street. If we also get
That's what I'm
for
saying. From today, what they talk, they see what they put on two-way street. I know they just stick on one, you know, because everything at this world is a two-way street, as you say. Well, you as a man, now you decide for left the relationship where you be deeper. Nobody not force you, because even that woman they way don't come meet up. You know be ever know some woman they don't not be ever know about the relationship where you don't deeper. If you look pin, you left that relationship there. You still not at and the church yourself from that relationship, they still get something that you ask for that woman there. Why not go in there? Why just go back there? That they can't bring more problem for that woman there. If that woman they don't come in that you host, you know they give them peace. The woman they call. How you feel for call? Does that make sense? It don't make no sense. I mean, we're not gonna say for making a call if you come in terms of see where concern the picking them. If anything happen with the picking them, and the one who they so now right now, so if the picking them they get phone them for call them papa or their mama them. So unless something emergency, you will call. But at the same time, I they take her for say, I still need to get a relationship with that woman though if she wants to. For the betterment of the picking them.
Yes. So look, I strongly believe in that, right? And sometimes it depends on the individual. Some of
Right.
we comfortable now with skin, wearing that, so we're not feel threatened by, let's say, for an example of me, me former husband in present, you understand? But then it could be, say, maybe something in other cases, then maybe the present wife not comfortable or not feel secure or whatever the case may be. So even though maybe sometimes you go want that relationship where you're not going to communicate, you're not going to interact, whatever the case may be. So in that case, in that kind of situation, you just get to accept time and be mature, like I say, where there's cell phone, you know, you go just allow the relationship for the papa or the mommy and the picking and then continue. You understand where you're not going to interfere because that man they don't live in your life. You said they live your life now, and the man get right for living life, the woman get right for living life. So, but where it come in the middle is that there's a device where they allow the picking them forget communication with either the mommy or the papa. Did it get me? Are you
If the
there?
woman not feel
Yes.
comfortable,
So,
it's not by power, by thunder. If me feel comfortable, Amaya, that's true. That's by power, by thunder. Hell no go break loose.
that's right.
Hell no go break loose. We will just keep her and maintain them. I don't go stop her. I don't go stop if you call.
Yes.
You don't go just continue for call me man constantly though. What's your problem? Because I don't get business. If I only call her once in a while, if I only call her once in a while, there's a problem with the kids. Where if the picking and they with you, but if the picking and they with we, I mean, now, as I say, once in a while, for call me man, for make una they get discussion where be say,
So let me tell you that in that case, it has everything for do with the
man.
I don't know if I go
the man or the woman.
I go blame them. Yeah, you understand? Because now how the man respects
a home,
the partner. Yes, because if it's okay for another woman call at any time when it's an emergency or interact or whatever the case may be. But when if somebody like say 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, you decide for call and maybe I suffer from high blood pressure. So that's not, you know, they call for the picking at that time. You basically they call because you still want that man. You get me, eh? So obviously not to the picking per se, because 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and when there's no emergency, you just say one call for wish that man the Merry Christmas. Come on now. Is that a reasonable thing? You can't wait till 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. For say, when I don't scatter down, when I don't scatter, they don't can't deal with me, with me. I know if say when I talk for the 2 sweets now again. You know what call me man? For tell and for say, oh, fire don't catch now you. Oh, sweating and you, they not go fend you. And in the man say, we go pick up that call day. You know, it don't left you already. So if the man then are host with me, then they continue more for call them. For tell them, but you problems them. For waiting now. That means you still want the man. That means you can't spoil me relationship.
Well, guess what? You bring another thing with very important. No, elaborate on that. Yeah. So, let's say, you get married to your present husband, right? And then get let's say all you picking them from your previous relationship, right? And that man they call, and then they communicates, they talking at the phone, having to do with something with the picking them, right? And you decide get the personality of wherein they address them with respect, yeah. And not mean say if you receive them with respect, means say you still like them, or you get any intention for go back to them, or you want to hurt your present partner. I don't know what you think about that, because it can be like a different scenario as well.
Me believe for say any outside picking and come out. If picking and not come out inside here, need not for make you call me phone safe. You understand? Because if you don't know to use say are they for me relationship, what's that the way they can call me for make me man feel say I still there with you, or I want for there with you, or you want me. That one the law puts aside. Where picking on the inside, then the cancellation of the passport right there. The next chapter. Where the beginning? I don't know to talk self as so good. When the beginning involved, we need for respect with self. Respect with self in the sense that it don't mean say when me ex-man call me. Definitely if me ex-man call me something way pertaining me begin. When me say call me ex-man, I for call on something way pertaining me we begin. But if they call me, if me ex-man they call me frequently and stuff like that, me to say they put me on relationship in danger, in jeopardy.
Absolutely, yes. So how do we handle things in a matured manner, wherein that we not use the picking them for say me former man or me the former husband decide for like abuse the fact that you understand he's the father of them kids to the point it make me present husband become uncomfortable. How do we handle that things in a matured way where I'm not going to interfere with the relationship of the picking them? So do you think maybe not calling the house phone, the cell phone will be like a solution so then kind problem then they
there is nothing called
of where
there is nothing called solution. There is nothing called solution. What's happening with the internet?
Oh God.
There is nothing called solution. What I mean by
interruption?
That's okay. What I mean by there is
Sorry,
nothing called
solution. Interruption. Go ahead.
You hearing me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, the volume don't go low. Hold on. You hearing me?
I hear you clear.
Okay. All right. You sound a bit low, but go ahead and talk.
You hearing me now?
Yeah, they hear you very low. It seems like a call being the
volume. No, call not the coming.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just increase your volume for me, yeah.
It is
because me they get problem for you now.
Me own they all the way up. At the end. Me own volume me they all the way up.
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
You hearing me now?
All right. Oh boy. Okay, go ahead.
Oh boy.
Yeah, go ahead there.
Yeah, so there is, there is no reason why.
Efe.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, honey. I need to hear you good. the call will come in, it kind of like interfere with the
Okay, so let
call.
me get out and come back in.
Yes, then I'll bring you back in, honey, yeah? And they bring you right back. Honey.
Here we go. Can you hear me now?
Otherwise, wonderful. Sorry about that. So sorry. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead,
So,
honey. Yeah.
you the man or you the woman or now they encourage for make things happen and you host. You know for OP that
Yeah.
must for make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't left that relationship, need not there for make that person they continue for call. If you want make calling picking them.
Mm-hmm.
Like abroad, so most of the picking and get phone them. If you want to talk to him picking them, even if you want to say hello to me, I'm fine with that. But you can't keep on calling me and make me husband feel otherwise. It just not make no sense. I go tell you right there for say, listen, you they try for spoil me relationship. Why you keep calling me?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So if you continue to do that,
Absolutely.
I go block him. If you want to take me in a court. Because what can
So
spoil
with
me
that
relationship
said,
for you? And what can spoil me relationship for you? Where be say, you know, we don't hold me fine. I don't me and you two don't scatter. Then I depend relationship, they depend fair way for spoiler. Take me in a court, I they block you. Go reach a court, we go talk him. I go tell the judge say, this man now he left me. On a scatter with scatter. Now I don't depend other relationship. Now it they bother me for me relationship for make it spoil. You know they call for him picking there. One can spoil me relationship. Now make a block him. That's it. I they block you.
so with that, I just play a nice cool tune, and then I want to talk about this tune, yeah? This tune I played last week by Charlie Wilson.
Hello.
Il est rien, mais fait. Il est ready tune. Good.
Yeah.
Excuse me, miss, don't take this wrong. I couldn't resist that smile and those beautiful eyes. I can see that you wear fancy clothes and drive a fancy car. Your hair did and your nails done, looking like a superstar. Can I take you out to dinner, baby? Cause that's something I wanna say to you. My love is all I have to give. Just for this. Yeah. I may not have a bank account for 7 figures, and I may not have a boat and a big old mansion. Oh no, but I do know how to love you, babe. And in my own way, I really just have. I really hope that none of this don't matter. And I hope that you don't judge a man by his status. And I was one
Man, try something. What time to put me on?
just keep it real. It's real. Oh, yeah. I have to give.
All right. Efe, Yerida Tunde, one of my best by Charlie Wilson. I don't know if you get the whole music.
Not really, but it's okay.
Okay.
Let's just
So
move on.
basically, they meet a woman, he sees the woman fancy this, that, and basically they try to get into the woman in life and not get anything, but all what he gets for bring to the table now in love. You know, gets big mansion, you know, gets seven figure, meaning like a millionaire or whatever the case may be. But what he guarantees that he rich as hell. And what he mean by rich is the love that's what he gets for give to that woman. So what do you think about that? Do you think that material things for be significant in a relationship or true love for be more important than any material thing?
True love. Not the only way.
Okay. And what's in your reason for that?
Because material things them, you know, you can get them anytime. But the true love, when you don't get love,
Absolutely.
when you are not loved, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
Everybody
and I believe
needs, everybody needs love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I believe a man or a woman can give you everything in terms of material thing, but at the end of the day, you can still feel a void of emptiness. You understand? Because I strongly believe, material things not go make we happy. If there's no true love, there's no understanding. You understand? You not love that person unconditionally, then at the end of the day, and all of them and they not exist again at the relationship, of course, the the relationship would die. It looked like a damn yeah.
That's not boy.
Yeah, so yeah, but come back in.
Yeah, but the thing where we feel, the thing back where we need for realize back. So woman and they like material things them all.
Yeah.
So woman and they don't like material things them. So woman and they don't care about the love self. As long as they give them every day, you know, it's okay with her.
Absolutely.
So woman and they love, they like the love than the material. The material things will come a secondary things them, you know.
Yes.
So that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, there's another one, like if they do for man, according to we own, how we come out. Now the man for take care of we. But if you can't fortunate say, you the woman and you get the upper hand for take care of farm, make it respect that, and then how you call it? Make it respect that, and show remorse for say yes. You know, you glad you for what they do for them, not by abusing you. Because a woman and they can do plenty things there for man them, and they take them for granted. You understand? And they take them for granted. So you demand back. So take you say you do everything for the woman instead they take it for. We need for accept with self for who that will be. For what you they give to with self. Lord, not use each other in any kind of shape or form. Lord, not use each other. If we put ourselves together and work together, we can able to build mountains. We can able to do a lot, and we can go enjoy that. Lord, not use nobody. If you realize that this person how they use you, take a back step. And caution yourself. For say, what I they do everything for this man, I they do everything for this woman here. Why is she not treating me right? They ask the woman the question or ask the man the question. After everything I they do for you, I believe for say if you appreciate me, I they try my best. Why not appreciating me? Make you hear what in the talk. You know, communication. You see now the communication at the back it can't end.
Absolutely. So how do we what do you advise the man or the woman them? I believe say like what to make the man get attracted to you. For an example, if a man fall in love with you because of your personality, I believe, say, whether you married for 20 years, 40 years, that personality that you for maintain if for continue, if it was um, real or genuine to begin with, you understand?
Right.
Nothing, years of marriage, or whatever the case may be, not for change that personality, because that's what that man fall in love with or the woman fall in love with. But waiting, I believe, say what it can cause some of the downfall is that if you don't show me, say, um, we able for communicate, you understand me, you understand? We sit down, like I tell you, I give a scenario wherein I believe, say, if I get concerned, my partner don't upset me, or there's certain something with major don't happen, he come home, I go make first night he rest, we don't rest, I tell him, say, honey, I need to talk to you. If it's in a case where the picking and they around, I will say, okay, and I know I didn't know, I will say, no, go out. You know, mean, like in a McDonald's, it no matter, I'll get like an isolated area inside McDonald's, express myself, hoping that it will be a good listener, listen, not to respond, but listen to hear me cry and see how we will resolve the issue. And in respond, we'll either make that or break away. So if me don't see, that's what me make I fall in love with that man, or vice versa. With why is it that unfortunately some people then can start good, and then maybe sometime, maybe 5 years into it or 2 years into it, then the woman change or the man change, where can bring the downfall of the relationship. So how can we maintain that, or show it authentic self? Then the man either take it or leave it. You get me? Wherein, like, if the man comes at you lowest, you're homeless, you get to explain to him, now I went through rock bottom, I went through X, Y, and Z, and I'm homeless. I did try for get me kept together. Or now I don't get me place, but this. You tell them for what it is. I get one picking, or I get 10 other additional. You just tell them who you are and just be real. So that way at least you know who you are. But if you come and give like a facade or a mask, then later on in a can't sit down, then it can't see, say what you tell them, or you hide certain things, it can be a problem. So what thing you go say in that area, and how we go able for make with personality, we make we fall in love with each other, how we go continue for keep that on. Of course, we're not going to expect a perfect relationship. That's unrealistic expectation. You understand? But what we go expect that if we be best friend, like I talk about that, I want my partner to be my best friend. Me person what we even want to first before even you when I'm your friend. You understand? We are not saying my partner go able to console me, and no matter how upset I am, he able to talk to me, where I will calm down. You understand? So how we go able to maintain that, where it not go just be, or after so many years in the relationship, or even 1 year or 6 months, then the woman changed by the man, or the man changed by the woman. So how we able for maintain that?
The question is simple. Communication is the key. However way you feel about your company or whatsoever it is, talk to them. Or if in the see changes them by you, make it go able to get the opportunity for call you, make it get the courage for call your attention and say, oh mommy, you can change your waiting they happen. The courage, communication, then two things they are. If you see another inside relationship, it's a problem.
Sorry.
Are you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now you internet so.
Yeah, battery don't run low. Sorry, viewers.
You not charge them? You not charge them?
The phone tire with we talk. We charge 100%.
I miss you.
But anyway, we did try for wrap up, then we try for do part 2. But go ahead, honey. It look like the phone don't tire.
Communication. I know the main thing, communication and understanding. When you get into things a day,
yes,
and the courage, the courage and everything, you're able to maintain something. You go try your best to call the other person the attention on something where they do wrong or something where you don't change, man. But if you cannot communicate and you just leave the person like that without calling the person attention, how do you expect the problem to be solved? It's going to be impossible.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. So with that same communication, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I did try forgive you last time before. With that same communication, it could possibly be what I can say, new love, no Benoist, right? The communication is good and
maybe it's
right?
sweet. It's sweet. That new love is sweet. The new love, I say, is sweet. The way time reach now, can't see.
But I believe say if like both parties don't get experience, you understand, and then they come now for hold on, at the time for I believe say we learn from these things from a previous experience, and we don't make history repeat itself. You understand me? And we're not for take and say, oh, new love, no Benoist. Even when we did now, we don't come together. Maybe you don't get to your experience, me still get me on. We for able for make that negative they turn into positive, wherein we for do things we go spice up or continue for spice up the relationship. Where enough for be say no more, not because we've been there as boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, if certain things that we used for do, like me, you know, me former marriage, the father of me picking them, not so because we married, the time where they go out for dinner, you understand, where they go out to eat. It gets me. You're talking about, like I say, a typical African man, but yet still able to manage, you know, wearing that like I say, certain things that I don't believe in that ideology, say, oh, this is Munku or Salomon and all romantic. It's not true. You know, we can make it happen in the sense that, of course, they're not a realistic expectation for say every day for go eat. No, you as the woman, you get for cooking at us, but once in a while you go out on a date and I go eat something, do and sit down and look into each other's eyes and then I communicate. When they go to the movies too, that is not a crime. You understand? We're not for saying that only white people them stuff. We can do it too. Why not?
Yeah, we can learn from them. Yeah, we can learn from them. No, it makes sense. Like me, so it makes sense. Like me, so me man a DJ. Wake in play some sweet music there. Can't see me. I they dance for them.
Yes.
I they dance for me, man. Oh, I say they video me back. Why they dance for them? Yes.
Exactly.
So, but that is something where we say I don't begin from the, you know, now it's just part of me. I'm a happy person. So we all need for just strive to be a happy people, you know, for me to continue for spiteful relationship with them and stuff like that.
So make I play this last tune when I unconditional love, and would they try for wrap up to another session because the battery don't tire with we. All right,
the battery don't tire. They can't play music again.
Of course, then I wrap her up. Hey, hold on.
Oh, no. Hold on, no, the paramour. The battery don't say I'm tired.
Okay. This has been one nice one.
Give me your unconditional love. Your unconditional love. Mm. Ah,
Yeah, then go.
oh, your unconditional love. Your unconditional love. Your unconditional love. That's all we need, unconditional love. Woman, that's all we need. Oh, now give it our unconditional love.
Absolutely.
That's it. We love
Absolutely.
Una very,
So
very much.
yes, this has been one nice session with the call and quits for today. And then we will come back and bring part two. Would it take, I take this opportunity for tell everybody plenty, thank you for
Yes.
the technical issue where we get in between and I forgive we. And to we African brothers then. Like I play for another song, and then I we brother them, and I get so we are in a sorry for we, and I try for work with we halfway. We're not perfect, but at least if we try our best, and I said meet we halfway. There's no perfect relationship, you know. Nobody no go say everybody gets their own background, where they come up from, you know, but with understanding everything, I believe so we'll be able to forget to also we all want, which is healthy relationship. I don't know if you want to say any last word, FA, before we call and quit.
I may just want to tell we brother and say we love them very much. Let them patient with we. Sometimes we want them big oh, too much. But una be we are, una be we will love una. And that no matter go for tell them. Una be we oh, we love una so much. That doesn't mean say oh, open much that means say wait una. No, now just sit down full and bring we come. Oh, don't scatter una car with we back. They will, you know, that's when they will go realize for say what you be don't do the wrong thing. It gets me. Eh? Peace out to me, brother. Them.
With that said, I get the last tune for them. Then we call it quits for tonight. It's one of my favorites. By Angie Stone, Brother.
It's my key, it's my one, yes, he's my father, yes, he's my son. I can talk to him, cause he understands everything I go through.
Ooh, Khadija, I'm tired. I wanna go outside.
Thank you for your time, honey.
Love you, sweetie. I'm gonna leave now, yeah?
Okay, sure.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Thank you, honey. So that will be the end for today. And I thank you again. Until next time, this is not the Critical Thinking Talk Show with your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone and each of we. Bye.